क्राइम हो या राजनीति, चुनाव हो या आयोजन, अब हर मुद्दों पर खुलकर होगी चर्चा एक खास शख्सियत के साथ। देखना ना भूलें हमारा कार्यक्रम एक खास मुलाकात।
Ladies and gentlemen, first my congratulations. And my congratulations to the awardees. The 4 awardees carry a stamp of credibility by their authentic contributions. They are well known in the society and they are well known for the right reason. If I come to each one of you, कलम को नीरजाजी से बेहतर कौन हैंडल कर सकता है। विपरीत परिस्थितियों में मौके आए हैं, प्रभावित नहीं हुई हैं। She has kept close to objectivity as is humanly possible. And therefore, she is one amongst the very few in her category of journalists. The 4th pillar of the democracy that has ensured democracy in several African countries by being extremely vigilant. And when I look at someone like Nirjaji, who has been bestowed with this great honor that carries the name of one of the finest persons in the country, a person who encapsulates transparency, accountability, integrity, commitment to rural development, commitment to farmer, and was all throughout fearless in expression of his views. Chaudhary Charan Singh is defined by sublimity, statesmanship, farsightedness, and growth that is inclusive. And no wonder Chaudhary Charan Singh became first Chief Minister of the largest state of Republic of India and then Prime Minister. It pains heart when people are short-sighted in assessing the great contributions of this man. His sterling qualities, his deep dedication, and his knowledge of rural India are subject matter of people who have analyzed it. People all over the globe have incisively reflected on his genius, and I therefore find it befitting that a Rajya Sabha fellowship will be given to Kisan Trust for doing critical research on our former Prime Minister, a son of the soil who was always mindful beyond the village, also for the urban. He had a vision of India which was consistent with our civilizational ethos. And therefore this award to Nirjaji will go a long way in stirring minds of the people to focus on issues that have self-life longer than a day. Sensation Nirjaji has become order of the day. And sensation is disorder. You have lived through journalism, but now a challenge emanates. Disruptive technologies. Narratives can take wings. People are yet to learn to contend with them. I am aware technology like machine learning can neutralize fast, but we have to work on that. And therefore, I find this honor has been bestowed in a manner that makes all of us proud. I just complimented her on her book, How Prime Ministers Decide. I had the good fortune to be member Lok Sabha of the 9th Lok Sabha. I had the occasion to see two prime ministers very closely. Shri V.P. Singh, I was member of his Council of Ministers, and Shri Chandrasekhar ji, I declined to be member of his Council of Ministers. I can say every word you have written is critical but objective, analytical but forthright, informative but also knowledge-oriented. And I am sure the nation looks ahead to your second book, which is necessary given the subject you have chosen. Dr. Rajendra Singh, in our country there are few people who get a tag. Bapu was a tag emanating from the people. So was tag given to the Iron Man Sardar Patel, Chacha Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. These tags are bestowed by history. They are organically evolved. In our times, Dr. Rajendra Singh is known as the waterman of India. Now when it comes to India, we are 1/6 of humanity. We are unique, being the only vibrant, functional democracy at all levels, constitutionally structured from panchayat to parliament. But his work has impacted every inch of this country. In my own village, there has been rejuvenation of the ponds that have ceased to exist except on record. There was a Supreme Court judgment long back. Once a pond, always a pond. But that did not fructify on the ground. If the world has accoladed this man, if the world has appreciated him by way of awards, Magsaysay being one of them, and many more. But it is the ground realization that makes all the difference. And therefore, by any standards, howsoever exacting and demanding, the award has gone to the right man at the right time. This needs to be in mission mode with passion, because he generates it infectiously. And I'm sure this will impact also the menacing challenge we have by way of climate change. Karshak Uthan Puraskar, Dr. Firoz Hussain. Now, agriculture is an area with respect to which I learnt a lot from the writings of Chaudhary Charan Singh ji. More so after becoming Vice President of the country. Because when I was defined by the Prime Minister as Karshak Putra, my wife spoke to me कि उन्होंने आपको किसान नहीं कहा है, किसान का बेटा कहा है. इसका मतलब आप किसान नहीं हैं, किसान की आपको जानकारी नहीं है. और कहा कि मैं इस बात को सही मानती हूँ क्योंकि ये किसान के बारे में ज़्यादा काम करती है. I would appeal to you and also to our very distinguished person, Pritam ji. Agriculture is a spine of rural development. Unless agriculture develops, rural landscape cannot be changed. And unless rural landscape changes, we cannot aspire to have a developed nation. Undoubtedly, at the moment, India is on the rise as never before. Undoubtedly, our economic upsurge is exponential. Indisputably, our economy is blossoming. We are fifth largest globally at the moment, traversing difficult terrain and facing headwinds, national and global. We are on way to becoming third now, ahead of Japan and Germany. But to be a developed nation, which is no longer a dream, it is an object for us. In 2047, our income has to go up eightfold. That's a daunting challenge, and that challenge can find solution or resolution only when village economy goes up. And village economy can go up and look up only when the farmer, family of the farmer, is involved with marketing of the produce, value addition to that produce, and generating clusters all around so that they become self-sufficient when it comes to utilization. Right now, the greatest market we have is with respect to agriculture produce. But farming community is hardly involved with it. And secondly, industries run on agriculture produce by way of value additions. Farming community is not involved. Take for instance milk. At best a farmer sells it. Doesn't add value to it. And some add some value by getting it up to curd or charge. We don't think or reflect, why not ice cream? Why not other items? Look at the all daily consumables that are on our table. If something happens at the farmland, that will be remarkable. Now, farming sector has to be viewed by any government in a manner that it is a priority sector. This is a sector that brings about economic development like a plateau. It generates employment close to your home. And therefore, this has to be subject matter of people like Dr. Firoz Pritamji. We are required to do it, you see. If we take milk and milk products, farmer is much away from paneer. Why? Ice cream, why? When it comes to several other products, I'm sure the industry must take care of it. The Honorable Minister is here. Self-sufficiency of the village must be generated by the village or a cluster of villages. So it's a great area. So the areas on which focus has been there, Charuji, that concerns our well-being, our happiness factor, our social harmony, our stability. And therefore such kind of awards are welcome. These are not awards for the sake of awards. These are awards because these awards are given not to give iconic status to someone, which in our country is problematic. Iconic status is given to people on baffling parameters. The unique and wholesome, soothing part of these awards is that these awards have been conferred on people whose credibility is the highest. The contributions are in public knowledge. I therefore congratulate all the awardees. And each of them will be separately interviewed at his or her convenience by Sansad TV. And this will happen in next 4 weeks, so that you will be able to share your thoughts with people at large the parliamentarians, the legislators, the agroeconomists. I had the occasion to reflect. I am particularly referring to Dr. Firoz and Pritamji. Indian Council of Agriculture Research. It has about 180 outfits all over the country in every conceivable phase of agroeconomy. Every. There is need to catalyze these institutions into real activity. The Honorable Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan has taken it upon himself to put them in high gear. I have seen the change. The change is taking place. I am going to one of the southern states, December 25 and 26, and I get a different feel that the impact of the Honorable Minister is being felt. But then, people like you, if you visit them and have an audit of your own, a cautionary bell will ring for everyone. Same about water and same about Kalam. So these areas that you have chosen are in fact a great tribute to the thought process of Chaudhary Charan Singh ji. These awards over a period of time, Charuji, must be structured for posterity to be self-sustaining, Janji, and these become self-sustaining. One step you have taken, the composition of your trust. Second is, it must be fiscally strengthened. Fiscal strength is fundamental for flexibility of functioning. Otherwise, we suffer constraints. In my own way, I'll be in touch with the trustees as to what I can do at my personal level. But anyone who has at his heart welfare of rural India, welfare of the farmer, be he from the corporate, from the intelligentsia, or from another walk of life, must come forward to nurture a trust like this, because we will not have for a long time to come another Chaudhary Charan Singh. It is keeping in view the spirit of Chaudhary Sahab that I have in measured voice indicated my deep concern that expression and dialogue define democracy. How democratic a nation is defined by the state of expression of its individuals and organizations, and how responsive a government is decided by the nature of dialogue it engages. But for any democracy to succeed, expression and dialogue must go hand in hand with great responsibility either side. I will not say much on this occasion, but I will leave a thought with you. It is time for every thinking Indian to scratch his brains and to generate a deep sense of accountability with all those who are enjoined with obligations. Make no mistake, I am referring to parliamentarians. In the last quarter of the century of our independence and adoption of Indian Constitution, if the kind of spectacle I had the occasion to see should be a cause of concern, I find there is no concern around. People have learned to take disorder as order. There is no sense of revulsion. मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ लोगों की कलम चलेगी, लोगों के विचार चलेंगे, लोग मजबूर करेंगे कि आप सोचिए आप क्यों गए थे वहां। आई लीव इट विद दिस थॉट।